welcome to this episode of Joy's World, the podcast. Today, I have a very special guest with me. She is a presenter, and to be fair, she's actually an absolute babe, so you need to check out her Instagram. I have the beautiful Nikita Kanda. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Nikita, I was stalking your Instagram like a good researcher. Okay, I do this to all my guests. It's what I do.
It's standard now.
Sorry?
Standard, right? To stalk people's Instagrams.
I mean, it's very normal. It's very normal. Yeah. Now, Nikita, my question to everyone that I interview is always the same, the first question. And I want you to be honest, you can be real. The question is, how are you feeling today?
That's a nice question to start with. No, I'm feeling today. I'm feeling positive and I'm feeling really happy.
Good. Have you got lots going on?
I have. Do you know what? I've had a really busy week. Been on radio the last 6 days, and then I actually won an award with my co-host, Mr. Isla. So I just feel like the last week has been a bit of a whirlwind, and I'm feeling really good about it. It's just been a really nice week. So yeah, all good.
Good. Nikita, for the people that are listening, my listeners that may not know who you are, can you, and this is always really difficult, can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Oh, okay. That is always difficult to talk about yourself. But okay, I think I'm really bubbly. I'm very chatty. I mean, I wouldn't be a presenter if I wasn't. And I am, what else? I think I'm funny. I like to think I'm funny. A little bit witty.
So we are going to play a quick game. Just so we can find out a bit more about you, what your preferences are. These are a bit strange, so just forgive me, okay? The first one is gin or Prosecco?
Oh, that is a hard one because I love gin and love Prosecco. But if I had to choose and if I only have one, I'd go with gin.
Gin is disgusting.
Oh, it's nice.
Do you drink like flavoured gin?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a pink gin or a strawberry gin, but I tend to just go with normal gin.
I can't. Prosecco is my drink. I love it. Okay. Pizza or pasta?
Oh. See, these are really difficult. Why are you throwing these at me? These are so hard because I love both. But I think pizza because it's just easy and you can't go wrong with pizza. It's quick.
True. Okay. Relationship or one night stand?
Relationship.
Yeah, you're a relationship girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Night in or night out?
Oh, night out. I'm a bit of a party animal.
Really?
Yeah, I love that.
I'm so boring. I'm like a homebody all the time. Maybe it's because I've got a child. Right.
Oh, you have a child?
Yeah, she's going to be 6 next month.
Oh my God, you don't look old enough.
Oh, well, I don't feel old enough, to be fair. Okay, a takeaway or a home-cooked meal?
Oh, home-cooked meal has to be.
Yeah. What do you like to cook?
Oh, I really love to cook. Like, I've got a speciality, right, that I like to make. It's like jerk chicken, but it's like creamy. It's like creamy jerk chicken with like potatoes or mash. It's really nice, really like warm and nice to have in the winter.
I bought some jerk seasoning from Asda a few weeks ago, and I decided to put it on my chicken the other day on Sunday, and it was really nice. I mean, I'm like, do you know what it is? I cook, but I don't cook a lot, so I cook sometimes, and I was like, oh, let me just have a bit of a change. But I liked it. I want to try cooking barbecue jerk chicken.
Oh,
that would be nice.
I feel like I always like to cook Indian food as well because I'm Indian. I love to have that. Like home cooked food is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's do you know what it is? I love the flavors. I saw a TikTok of this girl saying like food doesn't need seasonings. I was like, sorry, are you all right?
It does.
Are you okay? Like 100% does.
Sorry, my phone just. There we go.
Imagine like eating food with no seasonings for the rest of your life.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I could not do that at all.
It's Terrible. So, Nikita, we're going to touch on your BBC Asian Network show. But before that, how did you get into presenting? Tell me, like, where it started. When did you realise that you wanted to be a presenter?
So I actually started off acting. I was an actress. Like, basically, from the age of 7, my mum put me into theatre school, and she was like, "This girl's so dramatic. I need to just do something with her." So she put me into theatre school, and then I did acting and stuff all the way up until I went to uni. And then it's only when I went to uni that I started presenting. And I did radio at uni, and I had a tutor there she used to work for the BBC, and she was just like, you know what, like, you've got this. She was like, you're so natural at presenting, this is what you need to be doing. And she really encouraged me. And then from then I just started basically worming my way into the industry. I just pushed my way in, and I got into hosting, not host I got into basically doing red carpets and then hosting events. And then I worked at TV channels, Asian TV channels, and I just literally grafted and learned and pushed my way into the industry. I actually started off as a production assistant, learned how to kind of set up a TV set and work on a live TV production. And then it's from there that I started just dabbling into presenting, and they'd given me a chance to actually do some presenting at events here and there. And then after all of that, doing a bit of TV and all the presenting and the events and the live events, lots of red carpets I've done. I went into community radio because I was like, I really want to learn radio. I've always had such a big love for it. I was like, I need to learn the radio skills and how to be a radio presenter. So I went into community radio, did a drive time show. So every day, Monday to Friday, 4 till 7. And that's where I really, really learned my craft, how to be a broadcaster, how to be a radio presenter, how to, use the desk. And it's only from then I went on from there to go into the BBC. And it's basically a bit of a dream come true, really, because I've always wanted to work for the BBC.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did a bit of work experience for them when I was about 15, and I was like, I want to work in this building so bad. Made it happen, really.
Yeah, that's the same. I did some work experience with the BBC, and I was like, I want to be here. So one day I'll pass you in the offices and be like, hi.
I just think if you've got a dream and you've got to something, you've got to go for it, and you've got to push for it, and don't give up. Because there's loads of times where I was like, I feel like giving up. I feel like, is this going to happen? But you have to push through. And then obviously COVID happened, and that kind of put a pause on everything. And you just have to carry on.
100%. And speaking of COVID and lockdown and things like that, am I right in thinking that your show with Mr. Isla started during lockdown? Is that right?
Yeah, it started in March. So it was really difficult actually to start a show in lockdown, and when everything was a bit weird in the world and it was really quiet, and there was nobody in the office, there was nobody around, and you can't go near your producer, and it was just really, really strange feeling. Although I was really, really excited and really happy that we got a show in the first place, it was just it kind of was just a bit scary as well with how the world was. But I can't complain at all, because it's probably been the best year of my life. Yeah.
And it's I guess the thing is, though, starting a show during lockdown, everyone's at home, innit? So everyone can listen to the radio. They ain't got no excuse.
Exactly. I feel like that did probably help, because everybody was in their cars or at home putting on the radio. So I feel like people were interested to see what we were doing, which was really nice.
And has the BBC Asian Network, was you a fan of it before you got a show on there? Because I'm a big fan of One Extra, your sister station. I've been listening to it for years, from when I was little. And actually, I find radio quite comforting, and I feel like it's good, especially when we have a space where we can be ourselves. And I think it's really important for people growing up to hear and see people like them on the radio, on TV. So what was your relationship with the Asian Network before you got a show on there?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a huge fan of the Asian Network. I just think, especially being Asian and having that on the BBC is such a big thing for us and our community. And growing up, going to school, listening to the breakfast show on the way to school, and like you said, you find radio comforting. So did I. I've always loved to have it on in the car. I know everyone wants to get that aux cord and put their music in from their phone, but I just loved always having the radio on. And there's so many stations I'm a fan of, but Asian Network I've always had that dream in my head, like I want to be on the Asian network and I want to represent it as well, you know, because I feel so many young British Asians now that, you know, want to come in the media, and I think it's great, because I think before there wasn't that many of us. I think now it's really changing, and it's really nice that the Asian network does support that and does push that through, like young new talent.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think, as you say, like representation it's really important. And I think people don't necessarily always understand that, but us being able to like see ourselves, or so like I have a disability, so being able to see other disabled people on TV and radio makes me feel like, oh, okay, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Being Black as well. So it's definitely important. So speaking of your co-host, first of all, is he single? He's quite good looking, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, he's married.
I mean, I was asking for a friend, obviously. I'll let her know. I'll let her know. Can you? So when I did my work experience at the BBC, there was a lot of conversations that happened off the mic, right? So I want you to dish some dirt on your co-host, okay? Can you tell me just one secret that he probably wouldn't want me to know, but I just want you, it's just me and you here. Don't worry about everyone that's going to listen.
Right, one secret. I mean, he's literally so afraid of heights. I can't even tell you. He is so scared of heights. It's crazy. I tried to get him to just, I really want to get him to like get through that fear, but I just don't know if it's going to happen. He doesn't even like going to lift.
Your studio though, isn't it on like the 8th floor? How does he deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, I have to force him. I have to stand in the lift with him to get him up.
He's so scared of windows ever.
Literally, he just won't do it. He gets really freaked out in the lift because the lifts are like, you can see all glass through, and he looks down, he gets really panicked.
Oh wow. Do you have any fears?
Do you know what? This is one thing I don't think I have any. I don't know if I have any fears, because I like heights. I like, you know, I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie. I like all stuff like that. I'm really like spontaneous. I don't really know if there's anything I'm scared of. And that's why, like, one of my things I really want to go into I'm a Celebrity, just to challenge myself. If there's any show I could do, it would be that, because I'd love to just challenge myself to see like what fears I have and what I can kind of like get through.
But like the rats and the spiders and the snakes, ugh.
The thing is, right, I know everyone says they're scared of spiders and they're scared of snakes, but it's just like, realistically, have you ever been near a snake? I've never been near a snake, so I don't even know if I'm scared of a snake. So it's just that thing, would I be scared or not?
I'll be screaming 100%. I don't like little things that move.
I get you. I'm a bit like, you know, like if something's like fluttering in my face, like a moth or something, I get a bit like, get away from me. I don't want you to like insects and stuff, bugs. I'm like, I don't want you to like go near me. But I don't know if I'm like really, really scared of them. That's the thing. Like, I want to know what I'm scared of.
God, I'm scared of cats.
You're scared of cats?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of cats. That's one animal I'm not a fan of. Because
they're just like sneaky. They don't really want you. And they're just weird, like, no.
Yeah, I don't know. They scratch. I've been scratched by a cat before and it scarred me.
And everyone that has a cat always has a story of where their cat has scratched them as well. And I'm like, and this isn't good. This is a good thing. I'm confused. So, as I said, I was stalking your Instagram and I saw a video where you was talking about, it was on your show actually. Obviously, as girls, a lot of the time we do dream about our weddings. And you said you dream about your Punjabi wedding, but there's no groom.
Yeah, it was just because, like, okay, I'm single, right? And I know my co-host likes to take like the mick about it and stuff. But like, as the Asian girl, as a Punjabi girl, there's weddings always surrounding you, right? As the Indian, there's always weddings. We like to go big with our weddings. It's just go big or go home, basically. So you're always surrounded by that. So when you think about your wedding day, or when I think about my wedding day, I have never really thought like, which I probably should, who I'm going to marry, who's going to be standing next to me. I'm just like, okay, I want this outfit. I want this to look like this. I want the food to be like this. I want the cake to be like this. Like, I just think about all the decorations and the details like that. So I'm like, really, I should probably think about who who's going to be standing next to me, but I don't. It's more just like the glitz and glamour of having a big fat Punjabi wedding, because it's just so fun that basically just want the party.
So even though you haven't got the man yet, can I just bag thee an invite to this wedding?
Yeah, you can have an invite to the wedding.
Thank you.
The wedding that, yeah.
The wedding that doesn't yet exist, but I'm there, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
So
So are you happily single? Are you dating? Are you looking? What are we looking for?
You know what? Right now, I'm really happily single. I'm not really dating anyone or talking to anyone, but I feel like my headspace, like I'm not in that headspace right now. I'm just so focused on career and my work that, like, I'm just more of a person that whatever happens, happens. So if someone comes along, then fine. But if they don't, I'm not really someone that goes looking for it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, I'm the opposite. I'm looking, I'm actively looking, but it's not really serving me, Nikita. Like the horror stories of on it, my podcast is like full of my dating horror stories, and half the time I don't even make it to a date because they fuck it up in some way before we even get there. It's mad. It's really like sorry.
Great stories for the podcast, though, isn't it?
100%. But sometimes they like follow me on Instagram, so then I can't talk about them. Oh. So I've got lots of stories. I might just record a couple of episodes that I know I could put out like next year or something like that, because some of them are like, yeah, it's absolutely mad. And you know what? Like, I wish I could be just like happily single and stop looking. But I feel like if I stop looking, I'll never start looking again.
I get what you mean. I mean, everyone's different. Like, I feel like it's not a bad thing to be looking. I mean, people tell me, my mum tells me, should be looking for someone, but I'm just like, you know what? For me, I'm just the kind of person, I let things happen naturally.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And dating has been like, well, I'm on dating apps allegedly, and I was speaking to a man the other day, and he said something that I've never had before in my life. So like we was having a chat or whatever, and then I was telling him about my eyesight and telling him how my right eye's blind and my left eye I've got 10% vision, and he was like, oh really, so why don't you wear an eye patch? And I was like, sorry, why would I wear an eye patch?
Yeah,
it was so awkward. I was like literally like, okay, like this is very weird. I was just like, that was so, I've never had that in my whole 27 years on this earth. Like no one's ever asked me why I don't wear an eye patch. So yeah, I mean, and I think as well, like sometimes those kind of situations can draw on your insecurities, because I always like have this, like I'm very conscious of like the fact that my eyes don't focus necessarily in the right place. So that got me thinking, like, as a woman, do you have any insecurities? Or are you just like, I mean, you are a babe, so are you just like, no, I'm just a banging bitch?
No. I have insecurities. I mean, I feel like everyone does. As a woman, especially, I feel like I probably obsess about my weight quite a bit, and probably I don't really tell anyone that, to be fair. So that's the first time I've said it to anyone. I don't think that I'm overweight or anything like that, but I just feel like, when you're in the industry and you just have like, you need to look a certain way. So I kind of always obsess, like, I shouldn't eat this or shouldn't be like this because I'm going to end up putting on weight. And, I obsess about things like that I probably shouldn't. Because part of me, and I'm the kind of person where I don't care what people think and say, but then part of me is like, I do, because I'm more putting the pressure on myself. Like I shouldn't eat like this, or that's gonna add to my weight here and here. And then so it's just like a losing battle, isn't it? It's kind of like a half the time I'm fine and I'm confident about myself, but half the time I'm not.
Yeah, and I think that's very real, and I think that's very like, I think a lot of people can relate to that, because as much as we like to think like, oh, we don't care what other people think, I think a lot of the times we do, but I think it's about like not focusing on it too much to a point where it gets you down, or it makes you like feel shit about yourself. Like we are bad bitches, to be fair, Nikita, do you know what I mean? And they just have to accept it, they have to accept.
I feel like as well, one thing that I would say, I feel like I should, with Instagram and social media, like I feel like I should be less careful about, if I want to post post something, but then I'll look at the picture and think I look fat in it, I'm not going to post it. But I feel like I shouldn't be like that. If I want to post it, I should just, so things like that. But I think that just comes with being in this industry, and then social media just always surrounding us.
Because it's like everybody thinks that they're allowed an opinion as well on social media. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's allowed an opinion, but people like, they're like keyboard warriors and they like to share it. But yeah, I think like it's so important that we all just like get to a headspace where we're like, no, I don't care like what the masses think, really. Like I'm just we just got to do us. So earlier you were saying about I'm a Celebrity and how you want to go on there because you're not really scared of anything, or you want to see what you're scared of. Also, what's going on with that show at the moment? Because it ain't been on the last couple of nights, has it? Because of the weather.
It's not been on because of the weather, but no, it's definitely a show that I've been a big fan of since a young age. I've probably watched every single I'm a Celebrity, and so I've been a massive fan of it, and I've just always wanted to go on it because the challenge aspect, just wanted to challenge myself and see what I'm scared of and if I could face it. Because I feel like that's the reason why people would go on it, is to challenge themselves, because it's not the norm, is it? You wouldn't do any of that stuff sitting at home. So it's just something getting out your comfort zone. And I like stuff like that. I like to know that I've achieved something or challenged myself.
Yeah. Who do you want to win this year if it continues at this rate?
So what? I'm in for Snoochie Shy. It's got to be Snoochie. Come on.
Yeah,
she's on
100%.
Sister good. I think she's smashing it right now, and she's proving that she can do all these challenges. She's taking it in her stride. So I think she probably deserves to win out of everyone there.
I love Snoochie. I love her so much. And it was so funny because my sister called me before it came on, and she was like, oh, Snoochie Shy's going in the jungle. I was like, oh, okay, good, like good for her. And then she was like, oh yeah, did you know she was married to Michael Dapper? And I was like, no, she's not. And she's like, no, she is, it's in The Sun. And I was like, The Sun is lying. She married him in a music video.
Yeah,
he printed that, and I was like, wow. Like, I mean, I know that like papers lie or they don't get their sources correct, but I mean, it's a big mistake, isn't it, to make?
Yeah.
But yeah. Is there any other reality shows that you would go on? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to. I mean, I don't want to go on any reality shows. I don't think. I think I should go for talent, but I don't have a talent.
Oh no, you could definitely go on that. So I think it'd have to be Strictly or Dancing on Ice, something like that, because I love dancing as well.
Oh my god! Wait, I just told a lie. I love Strictly. I love it. The only thing it seems very full on, and also you have to dance in heels. Nikita, I can't even sit down in heels. So how is this going to work?
I know it is. It's hard work, but I feel like it'd be another great thing to just get into. I feel like I love dancing, and who doesn't like dancing? It just makes you happy, right? So I think it'd be something really, really cool to do, and get involved in dances that I wouldn't usually do, and learn something. You'd learn a lot, right? So I think it'd be really cool.
100%. Like, I watch it with my daughter, and I'm always like, come on, we need to get in the hold position, and she's just like, Mommy, what are you doing? What are we doing here? But yeah, no, Strictly, I definitely want to get into like Latin and ballroom dancing. That would be fun. Now, you like dancing, but you also like singing, just like me. So we're gonna play a little, okay? We're going to play the song word association. So I'm going to give you a word, and all you have to do is sing a song that has that word in it.
Okay, all right.
You can do this, Nikita. I believe in you.
Okay.
Okay. So the first word is love.
Love's in the air. Do 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 do. Love's in the
air. Everywhere I look around. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. Your next word is sexy.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. I don't know the rest of the words.
Yeah, me neither. Okay. Your next word, I don't know. I can't think of a song with this word, but maybe you can, is food.
Food. Oh, okay. What song has got food?
Oh, I've got one song, but it's in a musical.
I've got one song, but it's not the word food. It's about food.
Okay.
Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut, that one.
McDonald's. I haven't heard that in ages. The song I was thinking of was Food, glorious food. Hot sausage and mustard. Is that the word? I don't know. I think that's the word. Okay, your next word is cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a hard one. Cool. There's a song called I'm a Cool Girl. I'm a cool girl. I don't know.
Who
There
sings
is.
it?
I think it's Top. Oh, I forgot her first name. It's like Top Love or something. I don't know. There it is a song.
I'm going to take your word for it. Never heard of it, but I'll take your word. Okay, the next word, I don't know, this one's a bit difficult, but it's walk.
These boots are made for walking. That one. Does that count?
They do, yeah. Yeah, that counts. Okay, your last word is baby.
Oh, Justin Bieber, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Oh, I don't even know the words. I don't even know the
That's it. That is the words, basically.
He says that's the.
He said, have you been to any? I was really upset because I didn't get to go and see WizKid. But have you been to any concerts recently?
Yeah, the last concert I went to was Burna Boy. That was really fun. Oh yeah, I was there. So Burna Boy was the last concert, but I do love a concert. And yeah, I'm really glad I missed out on WizKid as well because I heard Chris Brown came out, so it looked really, really sick.
Apparently, there's like Thames, Chris Brown, Skepta. But it's okay. It's fine. I had a WizKid party.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, it was just me and my daughter singing and dancing to WizKid. But yeah.
I'm sure he'll come back and do another one.
Hopefully. And actually, on the 14th, I'm going to see B2K for the Millennium. I can't say that word. The Millennium Tour.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. That's it.
I love them. Okay, so we're coming towards the end now. Don't cry, Nikita. It's okay. But what do you hope for? So obviously you've got your show on the Asian Network. It's doing amazing. You've won an award. What are your plans for the future? What do you want to do next?
I think, I'm loving being on the Asian Network and being part of that family. So I'm really, really happy that I'm there. Really grateful that we won an award for it as well. It just feels kind of surreal that I still, that I have this show. It doesn't feel real still. But plans for the future, I think just do as much radio as I can do. And then hopefully enter into the TV world. That will definitely be what I want for the future. See this face on TV.
Yeah. We're here for it. We are absolutely here for it. Nikita, thank you so much for joining me. Now, you won't know this, but everyone that comes on my podcast, I try to get them a little gift just to say thank you for giving me your time. So I've got you a few little things. So the first thing is this Joy's World, the podcast goodie box. So here we have all the essentials, okay, in life. So first of all, we have, I don't know which way round this is, but we have Love Heart Sweets that say Joy's World, the podcast.
Love that.
We have a pen that says Joy's World, the podcast, because everyone needs a pen, don't they?
Oh, my
Of course. And we have a flavoured vodka.
Love that. Oh, you thought of everything.
100%. Do you know what I mean? This is like on the road box. I also know that you are very much into horoscopes and star signs.
Yeah.
And you're a Leo, right?
I am, yeah.
So I've got you a little candle that has the Leo sign on it.
Oh, Joy, you're so sweet. Thank you.
And last but not least, you like this. I don't like this. It's not about me. I've got you some gin.
Oh, bless you. You're so sweet. You didn't have to do all that. That's a lot.
It's absolutely fine. Honestly. So Nikita, just shout out your socials. Tell everyone where they can find you. Remind people of the time of your show as well.
Yeah, so you can catch me on Instagram at Nikita Kanda, on Twitter at Nikita Kanda as well. And then you can listen to me and Miss Isla every Saturday, 1 to 3 on the Asian Network. We'll also be on the Asian Network pretty much all over Christmas as well, doing breakfast. So if you're tuning in over Christmas, then make sure you listen out to us. And I want to shout you out as well, Joy. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast and being such a sweetheart. So I want everyone to check you out as well. But they already know you on your podcast.
I mean, hopefully, you never know. You never know. Guys, remember to follow your dreams and follow me on Instagram at Joy's World the Podcast. Follow me on Twitter at JoyXOXO. Email me if you're a hot guy, joyspodcast@hotmail.com. Remember to stay happy and live your best life always.